Now, where are you from?
Augusta, Georgia.
And how far, what's the closest major city to Augusta?
Atlanta, really.
How far is that?
2 hours. It's 2 hours away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still living in Augusta?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever had thoughts? I mean, obviously, Atlanta's not that far away, and Atlanta is what people might refer to as the New York City of the South.
Yeah.
Have you ever had thoughts of relocating to Atlanta just for the music career?
You know the crazy thing about it, I always used to brag about, like, man, I'm gonna go to Atlanta. I'm gonna go to Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? If I was in Atlanta, I would have been I made it. And that's the main thing, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really excited to be here, so that's the main thing I be wanting to do all the time. But you know what I'm saying? My manager got behind me. He was like, "We gonna go to Atlanta and do this interview." So I was like, "Okay, bet."
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like for you growing up in Augusta? Paint the picture for us.
See, I moved around a lot, so that's how I know so many people. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom and daddy, they be going through some shit, so you know what I mean. I moved around a lot. You know what I'm saying? They ended up splitting up, so. You know what I'm saying? Went to different schools here and there, from Riceboro Road to Deansbridge. Only part of the time I ain't never been in is the bottom. Yeah.
How many schools did you go through growing up?
I can't count on my hand, man. Like I was in and out of school. Even when I was 15, I was we went to Florida for a little while in Jacksonville.
Oh. And
then I got caught doing what I was doing, whatever. And then my mom sent me back. So, you know what I'm saying? Been in and out of the city like that.
Would you consider your upbringing rough?
As far as like parent wise, yeah. But as far as like growing up, no, not really, cause I mainly grew up around my uncle and my grandma. You know what I'm saying? They always kept me straight. So.
I see. What was maybe your roughest moment growing up? If you had one.
I say when I was, I say 15. Well, no, 18. That was the hardest part for me.
What
as
happened?
far as like trying to figure out what I was gonna do about school, about a job. Cause then I was chasing girls and you know what I'm saying, I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to and you know what I'm saying, end up having a baby on the way and then now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do school or you know what I'm saying. I was trying to chase this music career. So you know what I mean? I wasn't as good then, so it's like now it's like, okay, shit'll get better.
Now, speaking of school, what type of student were you in school growing up?
Class clown. I was in trouble. Hiding shit from my mama as far as my notes and all kind of shit, even then, even when I grew up. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing.
How old were you when you learned the baby was on the way?
Like, she kept on having miscarriages, and then I kept on trying. So, you know what I'm saying, I guess I ain't take the hint that God was trying to throw at me, and then I eventually had a baby on the way, so. Yeah.
So you purposely were trying to get her pregnant and have a kid?
Yeah, man, that's the crazy thing about it.
Really, that young?
Yeah,
Most
man.
kids aren't thinking.
I don't know, man. I guess
the opposite.
I was looking for love. I guess I was just looking for love or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have me a son. That's what I'm gonna do.
Man, you're probably one of a very small percentage of people that feel like that. Most guys, they're just trying to hit it, quit it, move on to the next girl.
And see, that's the thing.
Not find love, just date, have fun.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing about me. Like, when I say I messed with a lot of females then, like, you know what I'm saying? That's mainly what I be into, females and music. Yeah.
Now, you ended up having the baby, not you personally, but your baby mother?
Yeah.
Son, daughter?
I got, well, then I had one son, but now I got three boys and one girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a young guy too, right?
Yeah, man.
How old are you?
26.
26 with 4 kids.
Yeah, man.
Same baby mother, 2 baby mothers,
I got
3
4
baby,
baby
4 baby mothers?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. I was getting down, Jay.
Now, okay, first you wanted one.
Yeah.
And now, did these other ones, were they on purpose as well, or?
And see, that's the thing, like, as the years passed by, like, because I was going through stuff with her after I had broke up with her. So then next thing you know, I ended up meeting another chick. So then me and her ended up rocking strong. So next thing you know, we had a baby. And then I did what I did, and I left her, I got with another chick. Then she got pregnant.
Now, okay, somebody watching this is going to have a comment and say something like,
This dude ruthless.
is like, why aren't you, no disrespect, why aren't you pulling out? Why aren't you using contraceptives?
Man,
you already have one.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not have another. Okay, you got two.
Yeah.
Let's stay away from having three.
And
three, four.
you know what's crazy? I ended up having my little girl. I ain't want no more kids after that. And then, but I had 2 girls pregnant in the same year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they know?
Yeah, they knew. They knew.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
And that's another question, right? Now you've got
Did they get along?
Yeah, do the baby mothers get along? Do they all know about each other?
The first one, she was excluded out the whole situation because, you know what I'm saying, me and her, we really stopped dealing with each other. So then my second baby mama, she fuck around. Me and her fell out about some shit. She wanna do it, I wanna do. So I left her. So then I was stuck in between 2 of them, my last 2 baby mamas. So then next thing you know, I was hitting them both. And then next thing you know, they both ended up getting pregnant. And then I was like, oh shit. I was like, I don't want to have another baby. And then the last female I got pregnant, I was like, I don't want to have a baby by her. So you know what, fuck it. Then I just, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit happened.
I see. Now, when it comes to your children, is it hard to, I don't even say hard, but, well, yeah, let's talk about it. Is it hard or easy to maintain 4 kids, 4 different baby mothers?
And
how do you make it work?
I say this, like it's what you make it. Cause in the beginning, I thought, like I was thinking, you know what, this shit gonna be hard. I don't know how to deal with this. But now that I've learned parenthood, I ain't gonna say I learned everything, but as far as my kids, like I figured out how to handle them. So I was like, okay, well, if I had a strong relationship with your mama when we was dating, I should be able to talk to them cordial and, you know what I'm saying, handle things in a proper way. And, you know what I'm saying, we still go through our shit now, but, you know what I'm saying, we can come on a common ground with certain things, especially when it comes to the kid or, you know what I'm saying, a disagreement we have.
Do the kids get together?
Yeah.
Even if the baby mothers might not get along?
And that's one thing that you know what I'm saying, I exclude them out on. Like the mamas, I'm like, look, I don't care what, you know what I'm saying, whatever differences you got with her, like they brother and sister, they need to grow up with each other. True enough, they growing up it's already bad, they growing up in a different house. So therefore, they need to, you know what I'm saying, be around each other.
I see.
But they crazy about each other, man. Every time they see each other, they all over each other, screaming each other's name and all kind of crazy stuff.
So it's healthy.
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Now, is it hard to maintain easy or hard to maintain 4 kids as a rapper, as a rap career?
And see, that's one thing that I'm doing this for them. You know what I'm saying? True enough, I'm doing it because, you know what I'm saying, I love music and I got a passion for it. But at the same time, this is like my main goal to be able to take care of them because I don't feel like a regular 9 to 5 go take care of them. I don't feel like that.
Now, have any of them gotten into music themselves, the kids? Have you put a mic in front of them at all, or maybe used some of their sounds or noises or in your music? I know some artists do that with their kids.
No, not really. I take them to the studio with me, and I let them hear my song, especially my son Jay. When I tell you, he really think he me. Like he'll put on my hat, he'll be dancing. Even my daughter, every time they hear my music or whatever the case is, they be dancing and stuff. So. Yeah.
Now, what about when it comes to birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving? How does that work? Is the birthdays thing hard? Is it hard to remember all the birthdays?
Thing? No, it ain't hard to remember their birthdays because, you know what I'm saying, that's something special that happened. So you automatically gonna remember. But as far as like getting them together or
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
yeah,
how does that work?
I mean,
Tough?
It's hard. It's whatever kid I have, that's who I'm get. If I'm blessed to have one of them with me, or the mama say, well, my family don't have nothing planned, you can get them. You know what I'm saying? Work out like that.
I see.
Especially on Christmas Eve.
Now, okay, well, what are some words of advice to some guys watching this that, you know, now have to deal with multiple kids or multiple baby mothers? And when I say that, I mean like 2, 3, maybe not 4, but, you know, it's starting to grow in numbers. What would you say to them? What are some words of advice for guys entering that situation?
I say, being that I was moving reckless, like, be careful with what baby mama you decide to have, or you know what I'm saying. If you go have a baby, well, try not to have a baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Try to at least be in a relationship with this person, and you know what I'm saying. Really figure out before you put a baby inside of her, cause that it can put you in a bad situation, or it can put you in a good situation. You know what I mean? So like, be careful. Like, really get to know the female before you actually do it. And see see it all go along with my name, cause you know what I'm saying. I was making foolish mistakes. You know what I mean? So. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning from my mistakes now. So you know what I'm saying? It all go with my name. So you know what I'm saying? It's unfolding now as we speak. And you know what I'm saying?
Now, when it comes to back to the school thing.
Yeah.
Did you graduate high school?
No, I never went to high school actually.
You never went to high school?
Nope.
What year did you stop?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah.
Which is really middle school, right?
Yeah, dropped that.
What was the reasoning behind that? You didn't have a kid yet, right?
I was really going to school high every day, and I just be in the back of the class just sitting there, and then I just one day I was like, man, fuck this, I don't want to be in school no more. So I just stopped going. Then my mama, she came back down here to Augusta, and she, you know what I'm saying, she withdrew me and then enrolled me into Augusta Tech. It was a technical school. They had a GED program. Then, you know what I'm saying, I was in a classroom full of, I say drug dealers, all kind of people. You know what I'm saying, old time felons, all kind of shit. So, you know what I'm saying, got into it with some shit in there, and then the shit didn't work out, I dropped out of that. And then I eventually went to Youth Challenge. And then that's how I got my GED.
So you did get your GED?
Yeah, I got it.
What is Youth Challenge? I've never heard of that.
It's a military program. It's a military program for 6 months. It crammed all of high school into 6 months. And like you do all kind of stuff on it, like recon, you know what I'm saying, like drill, like marching and shit like that. It was stuff like that.
Do they give you an option to join the military type of thing?
Yeah,
after?
yeah. It's a stepping stone. Like it prepare you for the military if you want to go.
Yeah.
If you want to go. So and they got Job Corps there. A lot of good things in there, man.
Did you have thoughts of joining the military?
I wanted to be in the military so bad, man.
What happened?
Every time I took the test, I ain't really do too good on that jump. So I was like, you know what? They said, hey, you can't go. So I just, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't able to go. And then I ended up getting tattoos. And then I've been trying to go for the last couple of years. They said you can't have tattoos like past this area or whatever. So and then on top of that,
can you show on camera what area?
Down here, right here, and down here.
Oh, like your wrist?
Yeah.
You can't have them.
You can't have a tattoo past this area. And on top of that, you had to have college credits. And then that's the thing.
You have to have college credits to join the military?
Then I had a GED. See, if you had a high school diploma, all you had to do is had to take the test. But being that I had a GED and I didn't have a high school diploma, it wasn't equivalent enough for me to go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, man.
So put your wrist up again and show one more time. Oh, so you can't have it past
that. And I just tried recently, I said last year to go.
It doesn't look like it's past it.
But that's the thing, like, it's this flame, this little flame right here.
Wow.
Just because of that, I couldn't go. Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so, all right, you get your GED, you do that. What's next? Do you go right into the music? Are you into the
that's
streets?
The thing. I've been doing that. I was doing that period. I was always writing. You know what I'm saying? From 12 all the way down to now, I've been always writing. So, and that's what mainly that's the main thing that kept me from being focused in school. Cause while everybody else doing their work, I'm writing. You know what I'm saying, the whole time. And then I'd be stopping other people. I was a distraction. And I'd be asking other people, hey man, how this shit sound? You like it? And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna write some more. And once my brother taught me how to rap, it was over with. Yeah.
Now, what do you say to somebody watching this, hearing your story? They're just coming out of high school and they want to get into music. Do you tell that person, go straight into the music and pursue that? Or do you tell that person, continue your education if you can and do the music simultaneously?
I really say do both. Because one thing about it, man, like, if you got a passion for something and you got a dream for something, you should go get that shit. I don't care what the situation is. And like that's the main thing. Like when it comes to my situation, like I don't care how many times I've been knocked down, I'm still gonna go for it. 5 years from now, if I ain't blew up yet, I'm still gonna be going for my shit. Like I can't stop, man. I'm too determined for this shit. If you determined for it, you gotta go get it.
What were your parents' thoughts when you decided to, stop going to school after 8th grade?
But see, that's the thing. I had my daddy and his wife, which is my stepmother, and then I had my mama and her husband, and her husband, he helped us enroll into Youth Challenge. He's the one how we got in it.
I see.
So you know what I'm saying. I was back and forth in different homes. So like my daddy, I was living with him at the time when, you know what I'm saying, I told him I ain't want to go to school. You know what I'm saying? We had a few words. He ain't like it, but you know what I'm saying? And then my mama had found out about it, and that's when she came down here. It was like, well, you know what I'm saying? You got to do something, so I'm going to try to enroll you into this technical school.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
Man, I had so many jobs. Like, on Riceboro Road, I worked all up and down Riceboro Road. I say Wendy's, Cinnabon. I worked at a store called Express. I worked at a car wash, washing cars, detailing cars, Milton Rubin, Wal-mart. I worked at like 3 Wal-marts.
Quit these jobs? Got fired from these jobs?
When I ain't like something, I just walked off that shit. I was like, you know what, I ain't finna do this shit. Like, they pissed me off. If you piss me off, I'm like, me and the manager have some words, I make the decision. I make a phone call to my mom, like, Mom, what you think about this? She be like, no, you shouldn't take that. So I just walked the fuck out.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of those jobs? Anything out of the norm?
Yeah, like the customers. They be ruthless, man. The customers, they real ruthless. Like, I kid you not, Thanksgiving, a dude wanted to buy some damn pecans, and the sign said $9, but it was ringing up $9.38. Now I'm a cashier and I'm at self-checkout, so he rung them up, and it rung up, you know what I'm saying, $9.38. He said, no, sir, these $9. I said, it can't be $9 because, you know what I'm saying, they bringing up $9.38 in front of everybody. Look, I'm going to pay for the fucking pecans. I'm going to pay for them. Like, just cuss me out in front of everybody. I said, hey, man, do you got to cuss me? Like that. He said, look, don't fucking play no games with me. Don't do that. So he was really, like, he was about to kick my ass in front of everybody. But, you know what I'm saying, like, I told my manager about the situation, and, you know what I'm saying, she handled it. Like, they really crazy, man, for real. The customers, they really crazy.
Now, when it comes to your parents, because you named several things. You said your mom, your dad, they're in separate households.
Yeah.
Then you got your uncle you named. Did you say your grandmother, too, helped pitch in? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to your parents, do you still have a good relationship with both your mother and your father?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
Okay.
do. We talk. Me and my daddy, we had our differences, but you know what I'm saying, we talked about it. And me and my mom, we had our differences too. We talked about it. So I say I'm the black sheep. Like when it come to my mama and my daddy, my real mama and my daddy, I'm like the black sheep. Like I was always rebellious or doing what I wanted to do.
I see. Now, how many siblings do you have?
Married in, biological, I have 2, three. I have a little brother by my daddy and his wife. And with the kids from my daddy, it's 8 of us in all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. And where do you rank?
I'm the oldest. Well, I'm one of the oldest.
One of the oldest.
Yeah.
Anybody else in your family raps aside from yourself, or just you?
Yeah. My little brother.
Have you guys collabed?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Now, what does your family think about your rap career?
They starting to believe, man. They starting to believe. I say that because in the beginning they was giving me hell. Like when I told them, hey, I want to rap, and you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm really good. They were like, okay, okay, but what you gonna do about, you know what I'm saying, working and stuff. Like they always bring that up. Like they had a good purpose on what they're saying because they done seen, like, being from Augusta, like, you really don't see a rapper coming out of Augusta, like, seriously. Like, you'll hear a rapper come out of, you'll hear 10 rappers that come out of Atlanta before you hear one rapper come out of Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the main thing, like, that I'm trying to break in.
So your parents weren't really supportive, but now we're getting a little more supportive?
Yeah, I say that. Even the family too. Like, even the family, they didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, my immediate family, they didn't believe. You know
Have your parents seen you perform?
No, I ain't never seen me perform, but I just dropped a video recently, and they, you know what I'm saying, they seen that.
What'd they think?
They like it. They actually, she was at the video shoot. My mom was actually there.
Now, in regards to your parents, what's the worst thing you put them through?
Like, when it came to my daddy, like, my daddy, he's not hard. He's not hard on me. Like, when it comes to certain decisions, he'll just be like, damn, you did it? I'm like, yeah. And it wasn't really no, you know what I'm saying, no discipline. Now, as far as my uncle Joe and Frank, like, I say they mainly was the ones that disciplined me, like, as far as growing up. Because my daddy, he really, you know what I'm saying, he was really easy on me. But when it came, like, if I did something, my mama would go tell them before they'll tell my daddy. So, you know what I'm saying, as far as that, like, my uncles always told me, as far as, like, these kids, both of them, they always warned me, like, dog, you keep on, dog, you gonna be paying child support. Like, for real. And them are the mainly two who, you know what I'm saying, who stay on me, even now. Even when I am a grown man now, they still talk to me like I'm, you know what I'm saying, like I'm still small, but they mean good, you know what I mean?
Now, we talked about a variety of subjects in regards to your upbringing, but what's your overall message to the youth? What would you tell them?
Stay focused, man. Follow your heart. Dream big. Like, don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? No matter how many times you fall down, you still get back up and fight. Because that's the whole point of life, period.